So in order to get our mini regulator onto our mini argon tank, we're going to need to remove this black nib. So we can just wiggle that free and it will expose the connection that's going to go onto the threaded portion of our tank. In order to do that, we need to first loosen this knob to the closed position, or lefty-loosey. Then we can thread on our tank, and it should thread on very, very easily. Okay? If there's slight hissing, then we can thread it on quickly. If it happens a lot sooner than we're expecting, then we have a video on how to adjust the pin so we can optimize that, losing less gas during our setup. We'll see a little bit of tension and it won't spin as freely. That's when I will rotate it fast. And I had no hissing there. Perfect. And we should see on this side the pressure that's inside of our tank. This is a used tank, so this is going to be lower than what you're going to be seeing at home. Then what we can do is plug in our argon tubing right here. And it should go in about 1/4 of an inch. If we're leaving our pop-ups or we want to remove this hose for any reason, then we can go like this, use 2 fingers on opposite sides of the tank to press towards the regulator here, and that will disengage the teeth that are holding that hose in place. Otherwise, we can test our connection by tugging on it. We can plug our supplied argon hose directly into the back port, and we push that in about 1/4 of an inch. We can test that by tugging on the hose, and it shouldn't come out. If at any time you need to remove this hose, the best way to do that is using 2 fingers, opposite side of this white plastic collar that's around the entrance of that hose connection, and we're going to apply pressure towards the body of the machine. This will disengage the teeth that hold in that hose, and we should be able to easily remove that. To show that again, let's push that in. Again, 2 fingers on opposite sides, and it comes out easily. And making sure that the other end of this is plugged into our machine, we can slowly rotate this to the open position. And we want to be slow because this red line indicates where we should set our pressure. And so I'm going to take my time. And then we'll get right to that line. Perfect. Now, what if we are going too fast and we go far beyond that? We can do one of 2 things. We can remove this hose, or we can discharge a weld at our machine. And so I'm going to simulate that here. So first, I'm going to rotate it to the closed position so that we can decrease the pressure that's going to be sent to the line. And when we do a weld, it might go down to 0 like that. Then we can try again, going slowly to reach that line. Perfect. Once it's at this position, we can leave that there for the duration of our welding session. When we're done for the day, we can twist that a few times just to be sure. And then we can bleed the line, disconnect it from here, and then we can take that on our next pop-up. So when it comes time to removing this regulator from the tank, if it is still pressurized, as we can see here, what we need to do is grip the whole regulator like so, and then twist it lefty-loosey, and you'll listen for this, it'll hiss once I get to a certain point. If it starts doing this loudly, sometimes we'll want to panic. What's happening is there's a pin that's pushing down onto the tank, allowing that out. So the process is we just twist it fast, and then it's done. We can then continue until it's completely free, and then we can store those separately as needed. If you have further questions, please give us a call, as we are happy to help.